Hola, Brica! Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Taíno. I'm your host, Priscilla Colon, co-founder creative here at Casarito, where our mission is to promote the Taíno language and culture. So today we're going to talk about the Taíno numbers. We're going to learn a little bit about the history of our Taíno ancestors and also learn the numbers that we're going to be using in modern times. So let's get started. So before we launch into the numbers we're going to be teaching today, you need to know a little bit about the history of our Taíno ancestors. So when the Europeans first came to the Caribbean, they did not document a lot of our Taíno ancestors' numbers. We only have a handful of them that have been documented. Why is that? Well, the Europeans thought that our Taíno ancestors couldn't count past 20. Crazy, no? How do you build canoes to fit 200 people if you can't count past 20, huh? If you look at the linguistics comparison between our Taíno ancestors and other South American, Central American, North American tribes, you'll notice that the Taínos had a base 20 number system. What that means is that they could easily count by 20. Compared to us, we have a base 10 number system. One of the things that the chroniclers didn't understand was that the Taínos used a sort of shorthand when talking about greater numbers. So to say that you wanted 5 of something, Taínos might say one hand because one hand has 5 fingers. To say that you wanted 10 of something, you might say 2 hands because 2 hands have 10 fingers. To say that you wanted 20 of something, you might hear Taínos say one man because one man has 10 fingers and 10 toes, which equals 20. 2 men, therefore, would equal 40. 3 men would equal 60. So you notice it's a really quick way of doing mental math. You're actually multiplying by 20. We do the same thing in English. There's some words that we may use to mean a number, like a dozen means 12, and a baker's dozen means 13. So nowadays, we all kind of use the same number conventions, the Arabic numerals, that is 0 through 10. So in order to be able to speak in modern times, we needed to recreate that number system, and that is what we're going to be learning about today. The specific number system I'm using for this lesson is from the Primario Básico del Taíno Boriquenaiki, but you can find similar number systems in several different flavors of Taíno. So we have a couple of rules before we get started. First, you're going to learn 2 different forms of the numbers. There is a long form that you use when you're counting. Let's say when you're saying 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. There is a short form that you use when you are describing things. That is when the number becomes an adjective. For example, when you say 1 dog, 2 dogs, 3 dogs, etc. So, just like in English, the numbers go before the thing that you are describing, that is, the noun. So the word for number in Taíno is jekakún, and the word for numbers is jekakún nagu. So today, we're going to learn the jekakún nagu. I'm going to show you the numbers and read off the long form, then the short form or adjective form. Let's get started. 1. Heketi. Heck. You learned heck already because it is also the indefinite article a or an. 2. Yamoka. Ka. 3. Yamokún. Kun. 4. Yamokobix. Kobix. 5. Yamoncobre. Cobre. Now that we know the numbers, we can put them together with nouns so we can describe the number of things that we see. Along the way, we're going to practice the numbers and learn new animal names too to add to your vocabulary. So let's get started. Ida tequeta, how many? Hek jimékabi, 1 fish. Ida tequeta, how many? Kalína nagu, 2 hens. Ida tequeta, how many? Kun koki nagu, 3 koki frogs. Ida tequeta, how many? Kobiks, kori nagu, 4 guinea pigs. Ida tequeta, how many? Cobre kobo nagu, 5 seashells. On some islands, kobo was used to refer specifically to the conch seashell that you see on the screen. So now that you know the numbers, you've learned more animal terms, I think you're ready for a translation challenge. So let's take a look at the screen. Can you think of the translation for this famous Dr. Seuss book? I think you can do it. So let's do it together using what we've learned today and what we learned in our other lesson on colors. Hek jimékabi, 1 fish. Ka jimékabi nagu, 2 jimékabi ita, red fish. Jimékabi gutusu, blue fish. You see how simple that was? So I know that was a lot to throw at you all at once, but let's review one more time all of the new vocabulary terms that we learned today. Ida tequeta, how many? Jekakún, number. Jekakún nagu, numbers. Jeketi, hek, 1. Yamoka, ka, 2. Yamokún, kun, 3. Yamokobiks, 4. Yamoncobre, cobre, 5. Jimékabi, the singular form of fish. Jimékabi nagu, the plural form of fish. Kalína, hen. Kalína nagu, hens. Kori, guinea pig. Kori nagu, guinea pigs. Kobo, seashell. Kobo nagu, seashells. So today you have a little bit of homework to do. So write in the comments a phrase or sentence using a number. You can write the number of pets you have, maybe how many children you have, how many cars you drive, maybe how many clouds you see in the sky. Whatever it is, you can write them down in the comments below. You can also follow us on social media, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and write me there, and I will write back to you. If you're in the study group, make sure that you use this as part of your practice. And remember, you can join our sister group, Taíno Corner, on Facebook to practice along with us. I hope that you enjoyed today's lesson. I hope you got a lot out of it. I know that I did. Did you ever think that you would get so far, know so much Taíno? I knew that you could do it. Thank you for making my passion possible. Because of you, I get to create all of this wonderful content and learn Taíno myself. So you're doing me a favor. Remember to check out our kids' books. They're a great way to teach kids Taíno. If you prefer getting your lessons in Spanish, don't forget to check out Let's Talk Taíno en Español. In the meantime, tay karaya guaitiao nagu.